Welcome back to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at The Maze Runner, Chapter 23. Oh, you might notice that my face isn't here today. Been having a few webcam issues. Well, no, not really webcam, but having a few technical difficulties. So, unfortunately today, all you get is the PowerPoint. So let me try to run through this really quickly. First, summary, of course. Thomas is just really wondering about Albie. What's he going to be like? Is he going to be okay after the changing? Is it worth it? Is he going to be crazy? Is he going to be the same? And Thomas just doesn't know, and he's really worried about Albie. He kind of goes out. He's walking around because Albie's just screaming in pain, and he can't rest, and he can't concentrate with Albie's screams. So he leaves the MedJack building and he goes and relaxes. And he's thinking like, wow, this is my life now. There is incredibly dangerous animals, creatures, robots, aliens, whatever, outside this maze, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I am surrounded by danger, and this is where I live. And he's having a really hard time trying to be okay with that. He's of just realizing that he's in mortal danger always. He's hanging out there. Chuck comes over, brings him some food. They kind of make small jokes to each other. And then Chuck tells him that, man, you're the talk of the town. Talk of the town kind of means everyone's just talking about you. You're the one subject everyone wants to talk about. And they're talking about how, he's a hero. He survived the night. He killed 4 grievers. He brought Albie back, and he tied him to some vines. And everyone's talking about Thomas. And that makes him feel a little proud. But at the same time, he feels really crummy. And actually, everyone feels really crummy because they're all really worried about Albie. Newt comes over and starts letting him know what's going on with Albie. Newt looks incredibly worried and scared, but he hangs out with Chuck and Thomas, and he talks about the changing. Thomas really asks him, like, hey, what is the changing? Why do you call it that? What's going on? And Newt shares that after the people go through the changing, they act different. And in fact, Newt doesn't like to be around people that have gone through the changing. He doesn't feel comfortable because they act different. They get some of their memories back, and maybe they lose their memories again. And he doesn't know because he hasn't gone through the changing, but he doesn't like it. And he's also worried that Albie will end up doing the same. They do talk about how Gally had gone through the changing, and now he had changed a lot after that. Then, of course, Newt drops the big news that tomorrow at the gathering, there's going to be a gathering, and the only topic is Thomas. What to do with Thomas. Vocabulary. Psychotic. This is like someone who's crazy, whose brain has kind of gone uncontrollable. And the word psycho comes from psychotic, is a person that's just not in control of who they are anymore. Adamantly. This is really strongly, forcefully, unbreakably. So it can be used in a bunch of different ways to describe strength. So I think in our story, maybe Thomas was adamant about questioning Newt. I can't exactly remember, but he kept pushing it. He kept being strong. You can describe an object as like adamantium, which is, I think, diamond, or a fictional word for diamond. I'm not exactly sure where the word comes from, but that it just means strength and power. looking like death on 2 feet. Newt comes over and he looks like someone who is dead. His face is white, his eyes are sunken into his head, he looks incredibly sad. Or 2, he looks like what you would imagine the Grim Reaper being like, someone who's going to carry you to the death world, whatever that is. He looks like that kind of person. But it just means looks like someone's really sad or exhausted. Churning. I think I forgot it. Churning? Yeah, I think I forgot the N here. Churning, which is like mixing and stirring and continuously going. If you think of a like, I don't know, like some soup, some pudding, a water wheel. I can't remember what they're called, but it's constantly mixing something, churning and stirring. And in Thomas, his brain is going over and over and over, and it just won't stop working or mixing. Discussion question is, why do you think people act different after the changing? What happens inside? We do have a hint that it has something to do with their memories, but what does that matter? How does that connect with being a different person or having a different attitude? What do you think happens after the changing? Why do the people change? Of course, please write your own discussion question. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.